Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, your heart heavy with a pain you thought you'd left behind? It's like the world is asleep, but you're lying there, replaying a moment, a breakup, a betrayal, a loss, that just won't let go. I remember a time when I was stuck like that. After a relationship ended, I kept smiling for the world, but inside, I was crumbling. Every quiet moment brought the same question: why can't I move on? Then I discovered Carl Jung's spiritual wisdom, and it changed everything. Jung believed that our deepest pain isn't just suffering, it's a call from our unconscious, urging us to grow, to heal, to become whole. Today, we're diving into Jung's teachings to uncover the one spiritual principle that can break your cycle of emotional pain. Let's explore how to transform your hurt into a path to your true self. Grab a journal, find a quiet corner, and let's begin this journey together. What does emotional pain feel like for you? Maybe it's that tightness in your chest when you think of someone who's gone, or the anger that flares up when you feel betrayed. We've all been there, stuck in a cycle where the pain keeps coming back, no matter how hard we try to escape it. Jung called this a cycle because it's not random, it's a pattern. Your unconscious is sending you a message, and until you listen, the pain will keep knocking. For me, it was after losing a close friend. I kept asking, what did I do wrong? I felt like I was trapped in a loop of guilt and sadness. Jung taught us that emotional pain is like a signal from our deeper self, pointing to something we've ignored. Maybe it's a fear of being alone, a need to please others, or a wound we've buried. What's your pain trying to tell you? Think about it. What keeps coming up, no matter how hard you push it away? That's where the healing starts. Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. That's the heart of his spiritual wisdom. Your unconscious is always speaking, through your dreams, your emotions, even your pain. But most of us don't know how to listen. Imagine your unconscious as an old friend, sitting quietly, waiting for you to notice them. Every time you feel that pang of hurt, it's your unconscious saying, hey, there's something you need to see. For example, let's say you're angry after a breakup. That anger isn't just about the other person. It might be pointing to a deeper fear, like not feeling worthy of love. Jung believed our emotions are clues to our inner truth. What emotion keeps showing up for you? Is it sadness? Fear? Shame? Take a moment. What's the first feeling that comes to mind? By listening to these messages, we start to unravel the root of our pain. It's not about fixing the outside world. It's about understanding the world within. Now, let's talk about Jung's concept of the shadow. The shadow is the part of you that you hide, the parts you're ashamed of, afraid of, or don't want anyone to see. Maybe it's the jealousy you feel when someone else shines. Maybe it's the anger you bury to seem good. Your shadow isn't bad, it's just human. But when we ignore it, it fuels our emotional pain. I had a friend, Lynn, who went through a tough breakup. She kept saying she was fine, but she was hiding her rage. One day, she snapped at a coworker over something small. That was her shadow breaking through. Jung said, we can only reach true wholeness by integrating our shadow. So how do you face it? Start by asking yourself, what part of me am I afraid to show? Maybe it's insecurity, or maybe it's a need for control. Write it down. Be honest. Naming your shadow is like shining a light on it. It loses its power to control you. What's one thing you've been hiding from yourself? That's the first step to breaking the cycle. Jung also talked about archetypes, universal patterns in our unconscious that shape how we feel and act. Think of archetypes like characters in a story. There's the hero, the lover, the wounded healer. When you're stuck in emotional pain, you might be living out the wounded healer archetype without realizing it. Your pain is teaching you how to heal, not just yourself, but others too. For example, a viewer named Nam shared in a comment that after losing his job, he felt worthless. But through journaling, he realized his pain was teaching him resilience. That's the wounded healer at work. Jung believed archetypes connect us to something bigger, a collective unconscious that we all share. What archetype do you feel in your life right now? Are you the victim, trapped by your pain, or the hero, ready to rise above it? By recognizing these patterns, you start to see your pain as part of a larger story, one where you're the main character, writing the next chapter. Individuation is Jung's ultimate gift to us, the journey to becoming your true, whole self. Emotional pain is a guide on this path. It's not about getting over your hurt, it's about growing through it. Every time you face your pain, you learn something new about yourself. What would it look like to choose yourself over your pain today? For me, it was after that friendship ended. I started painting again, something I'd stopped doing years ago. Each brushstroke felt like a step toward who I really am. Jung believed that by listening to our unconscious and integrating our shadow, we move towards self-actualization. It's like piecing together a puzzle. Every piece of pain, every moment of reflection, brings you closer to the whole picture. Think about someone like Ha, a viewer who shared that after a heartbreak, she started writing poetry. That was her individuation, using pain to rediscover her true self. What's one thing your pain is teaching you about who you are? So, how do you break this cycle of emotional pain? Here are 5 practical steps inspired by Jung's wisdom. First, keep a dream journal. Jung saw dreams as messages from your unconscious. Every morning, write down what you dreamed, even if it's fuzzy. Look for patterns. What's your unconscious telling you? Second, face your shadow. Spend 10 minutes a day reflecting on an emotion you avoid. Ask, why does this scare me? Write your thoughts without judgment. Third, try active imagination. This is a Jungian technique where you visualize a conversation with a part of yourself, like your anger or sadness. Ask it what it needs. It sounds strange, but the insights are powerful. Fourth, create rituals for healing. Maybe it's meditating, drawing, or walking in nature. Find something that connects you to your inner self. Fifth, connect with others. Share your story with a friend or in our comments below. Jung believed we heal through connection. Which of these steps feels right for you? Start with one and see how it shifts your perspective. Your pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Jung showed us that by listening to our unconscious, facing our shadow, and embracing individuation, we can break free from the cycles that hold us back. What's one piece of pain you're ready to learn from today? Imagine a life where you're not running from your emotions, but growing through them. That's the life Jung wanted for us, a life of wholeness, authenticity, and freedom. I challenge you to take one step today. Maybe it's journaling about your dreams. Maybe it's naming your shadow. Share your story in the comments. What's one emotion you're ready to face? Hit that like button if you're ready to break the cycle, and subscribe for more Jungian wisdom to guide your journey. Let's take this step together. Choose yourself today, and I'll see you in the next video.